Hi, my name is Gurmeet Manku, and this video is about something interesting and something not very well known. It's the India-specific BMI cutoffs for obesity. Okay, let's see what this is. So WHO declared obesity as a disease in a landmark publication in 1997, and obesity was defined as BMI exceeding 30. Now, what is BMI? I'm going to skip all the details. It's actually weight by height squared in kg per meter square. Okay. Now, this criteria of BMI over 30 as obesity is for worldwide populations pooled together, right? But there is variation. You know, the people in Asia, in so many parts of Asia, Africa, Americas, the North America, South America, Europe, Australia, people are kind of different, right? There's so much variation. So is there a provision for region-specific guidelines? Yes, there is. And the Indian scientists, Indian researchers, you can say Indian physicians, they have identified a different set of thresholds for classifying Indians as obese. Okay, that criteria is BMI over 25. So much more less than the worldwide classification, right? It's in this publication, Consensus Statement for Diagnosis of Obesity and many more things, by several authors. It's like a team that came into being and published in General Association of Physicians of India 2009. Okay, look at this. Obesity is defined as BMI over 25, and overweight is a narrow range, 23 to 25. So we can ask, why is the Indian criteria different? One of the reasons is that these thresholds, right, they serve as a diagnostic criteria, like should we screen somebody for some health condition, specifically in India, diabetes, right? So Indians tend to get diabetes at lower BMI. Okay, let's see what all this means. So a couple of examples. This one is kind of a long, complicated sentence. Let's try to simplify it. So if we found adults who are 20 years or older, BMI more than 25, okay, then how many of them will have diabetes? On an average, about 38% of them will have diabetes, right? But if you compare them to global, same, 20 years of age, BMI over 25, more than 20 years of age, approximately 19. So India has almost twice as much diabetes at BMI over 25, right? That's a lot of diabetes. Also, the diabetes occurs at lower BMI. So let's understand what that means. Now, I couldn't find Indian data, but I found Asian American data. So Asian Americans are people of Asian origin who have come to USA, and a large fraction of them are actually of Indian origin, right? So if we were to make the screening threshold 25, let's say our BMI crossed 25, then we should get checked for diabetes also. That's what is meant by screening. So then we hope to identify these many cases. But if it were lower to 23, because the distribution looks like this, then we hope to identify a few more people, right? So because of these observations, there is actually a Screen at 23 program for Asian Americans in USA. Okay. Now the motivation is exactly what I showed you. In general, screening for diabetes is done at 25 plus, but if you are of Asian heritage, Asian origin, Asian Americans, the screening is recommended at 23 plus. Okay. Okay. So let's see. What does it mean to have BMI 30 as a threshold versus BMI 25 as a threshold versus 23? What does it mean in terms of an actual weight? Okay, so let's see. So let's say we pick height as 5'5", 5 foot 5 inches. Then BMI 30 is approximately 180 pounds or so. In terms of kilos, it's like 82 kilos or so. But if the threshold is 25, BMI 25, right, then it is approximately 150 or so, almost 30 pounds gap. And in terms of kilograms, I'm estimating this is like 67, 68 or so. This is almost like a 12, 13 kilo gap, right? It's a big gap, okay? Now, if the threshold for overweight is 25 versus 23, how much is this? So 25 to 23 is about 10 pounds, 10, 11 pounds. In terms of kilos, are like 4, 5 kilos. Okay, I just thought I'll share these thresholds with you because they're not widely known. Okay, so as per the India-specific thresholds, which Indian scientists have carved out, how many Indians become obese and how many Asian Indians who are of Indian origin are obese? So I'll cover this in a follow-up video. Okay. I'm writing articles at Thankful to Plants. If you like these videos, please like, subscribe, and share. And thank you so much.